What's up? Small update of Cardano today because Cardano has seen a big move and has seen a heavy correction. And is it going to be an interesting one to buy right now? That's why we update almost weekly to show where we're at right now with the markets. Are we going to get a corrective move across the markets again? It seems that we're not going to continue running at the end of the day, as right now Bitcoin is still consolidating with neat 66k, but today we're discussing Cardano in this very small update. Before we continue, do not forget to subscribe beneath, like the YouTube update, and check out my Twitter and Instagram where you can find daily content on the markets and also about my personal life, so do not forget to follow that. Next week we'll be releasing a very cool new product that you can use to navigate yourself through the markets if you want to get the latest TA from myself. Stay tuned, we'll be launching it relatively soon. Looking at Cardano at this point, Cardano is looking like garbage. I mean, we've had a beautiful impulse wave which resulted in a run of a few 100%, as we went from $1 to 3.10, 200% run. And since then we've got a very nice corrective move in which we got some bounces from support levels taking place here. The crucial level that we see here is around 190. Some beautiful bounces, which is great to be taking place. But how far can we go if we are going to have some more corrective moves at this point? Well, if we have a bullish move happening, you clearly don't want to see it pull back all the way, which we have been seeing yesterday in that entire corrective notion that Bitcoin has been giving us, right? So that's what you don't really want to see taking place at this point. But what we do see is that the Bitcoin pair has been bouncing from a crucial level. But let's focus on the USDT pair for now. The USDT pair is showing us a crucial support that we should be holding on to. If the markets are going to correct more, for instance, Bitcoin to 53k, which is in the books, I think we're going to get ourselves a beautiful opportunity of Cardano around 143. I also assume that once we're going to get another test of this support level, I think we're going to smack through it, and then we get this test around 140 to 150. Because altcoins always correct more than what Bitcoin is doing, and when Bitcoin is going to have any reversal or breakdown out of the rising wedge, it could be quite painful for the markets. But overall, I think we're getting ourselves into a period of opportunities. So Cardano in this region and also in this region is definitely where I want to be looking at for potential longs, and we've got a few tests already taking place. On the upside, the crucial level to break is the previous high, which has been seeing some several tests too. It's barely hard to see, but the area around 235 has been seeing some retests. Since then we became resistance. So once it cracks through 235, I think we're going to see ourselves continuing, and then the next target zone becomes the area around $3. But for now, we're stuck in between. These two levels are entry points for me, and this upper one is an area that I'm looking at for potential resistance that has to break. Cardano against Bitcoin, we might be concluding that we're trending south right now, as we clearly have been losing the previous high for support. We've been losing this level for support here too, and corrected all the way back towards a massive level here that is currently granting ourselves support. Potentially we've got a bullish divergence, but I think it's going to be invalidated as we've got a hidden bearish divergence too. So I'm not big of a fan of the current price action, especially given the fact that when Bitcoin corrects, you want to see Bitcoin pairs bouncing back up. But yesterday we've actually seen Bitcoin pairs dropping instead of running upwards. So at this point, what you want to see happening here is some more confirmation before we're going to get into the position, which we have also been seeing here. If Bitcoin is going to get some more corrective moves happening on Cardano, I think we are going to fall down, and we've got a further corrective move in which I'm going to look at 2300 sats as the next support zone for potential entries. If we do get a run back up, I want to see a retest happening here, and then I'm going to get myself going into this position. But overall, you clearly want to see Bitcoin against USDT taking place as support zone, or taking support overall. As right now, this scenario still stands for Bitcoin. We do have this bounce that has been happening here, as we discussed yesterday. But right now we can actually see that we've got a potential rising wedge structure being built on Bitcoin against USDT. And if that rising wedge turns down, we could be using Fibonacci extension to derive to take profit points, or from any short, or to look at any potential entries that we might be looking at for longs, which is around the region of 54k. I would not be surprised if we get such a breakdown. It's all depending on the price structure or the actions that the market is giving us relatively soon. But if we're going to have such a market breakdown in which we drop 15%, you might be quite sure that Cardano and also Ethereum will be dropping there too. So I think the chances of getting into Cardano are coming there, but you should be patient and you should be watching this structure of Bitcoin happening at this stage. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.